Hi guys, we're live. Sorry, I'm doing this on the phone, but it's just to get it started so that no one misses. And we have already Connor. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, like I said, a bit of disappointment. I'm just trying to get this computer to do as it's told, and as soon as it gets to its told, I'll switch. But how's yourself anyway?
Yeah, no, I'm very good, very tired, but yeah, no, I'm feeling good.
All right, just keep it there and keep everyone interested. I'm just gonna pop back because I've got it working now. So, all right.
Right. So how's everyone's week been? Oh, I think shit. I'm actually not an F1 freak, so I don't actually know a lot about F1. Um, yes. Uh, uh, oh, Marcus is in the chat. Come to bless us. um, oh, that's fine. Yeah, no, yeah, good to see you. You're a Tottenham fan, isn't it, Marcus? Yeah, Tottenham. Doing good this season. I predicted them to win it. I did predict them to win it. On someone's stream, I don't know who it was, but yeah, I did predict them to win. Got a funny feeling they will as well. Just they got a good manager. They got good depth, something they haven't had before. So why not? So. Hmm. What are some of the fixtures for today? Oh yeah, the Manchester Derby. Ready for that. Oh, Chris is in the chat as well. Hello, Chris. By the way, Stephen is here. He's just sorting out his laptop. He was just on his phone a minute ago, but he's just switching back over to his laptop or his computer. So he'll be here any second now. But I'm just here keeping everyone entertained, which I can't promise because I'm not really a good entertainer. So yeah. Who's that guy? The one who always comes up in the chat and he always says something. It's about not about F1, how Hamilton isn't as good as what people think he is, and I forgot what his name is. I'm surprised he isn't in the chat trying to annoy us already. But he will never come on to explain his point of view. It's okay putting stuff in the chat, but if you're not actually going to explain and you're not going to, you know.
I'm back. I'm back, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll skip the intro. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. How are you, Connor? Anyway, let's say again.
Yeah, no, it's just well, Christmas is around the corner, and just really tired and stressed, and yeah, but yeah, I'm getting through.
Yeah, good. I think that's the main thing we can do at the minute. Right. Oh, God's sake, this laptop. Seriously, I'm going to fight against the wall. Whenever I want something to work. But yeah, when this laptop actually works, because it's you can still hear us, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just being slow in its reaction. So, trying to put the link in the chat, it's taking ages. But yeah, what Peter Raymond? Chris says, good old Peter Raymond.
Yeah, no, I was talking because I didn't remember his name because he always comes up in the chat, doesn't he, and gives his point of view, but he'll never come on really.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got a problem with it. If you ain't going to come up and back your argument, right? then all you're doing is literally doing a troll. Like, one up, and to be honest, I don't need to get wound up because I know Hamilton's better. I know statistically he's better. Right? It says it on every record. Right? And I know there's nothing you can say that can justify it ain't.
Yeah.
Right? So, right, yeah, it's got working now. Yay. So, yeah, give me a sec, and I'll just put this link in the chat. But I was hoping a couple of others would come on as well. I just wanted to get ads and that on there because before we get into sort of F1 news, I was going to do before the actual qualifying. I had a video call meeting with the prof who's done organ transplants. The doctor who looks after us, because you're always under a doctor at a certain hospital.
Yeah.
So I had the doctor that was at the local hospital that's been managing my condition at the minute, and plus the liver nurse specialist there, psychologist, and the pain specialist there as well. And I like to keep everyone up to date with what's going on in my life, as well as it helps like spread the awareness around and that. And they've told me that I was waiting. I was waiting for Chris, just before Chris. I sent you the link on the messenger, mate, but it's linked there now. So, right. Yeah, like I was saying, I had an extended meeting with them, and we were hoping that these collapsibles over the next year would solve the problem, because it will go around. What will happen is the blockage that's thrombosis is there. It will go around. What happens with a vein? It grows little sort of collaterals, they call, which is tiny little veins that go around and find a path around the thrombosis. We were hoping that these collaterals would then do that and then relieve the pressure. Then it would stop going down the main thrombosis and go around and relieve the pressure, and everything goes back to like sort of how it was. But now it's been over a year that we've waited and it still hasn't happened. They've said that they don't think it will happen ever. It may, but hang on, just Prime. How are you? He's gone quiet. I'll get that ready. Prime.
Is he on mute?
He's on mute. Prime. Hello. Hello. Right, but yeah, he's on. He's listening probably anyway. But yeah, Chris, I sent you it like 2 times already. Jesus. Right, I'll send it this time, right, and then I'll carry on with what I'm got to say. Give me a minute. Right, I've just sent it to you. Is the what? I don't get that, but yeah. And this is the surgeon in charge who's looked after my case, and you could tell by the way he looked and looked in my eyes that he was killing himself to say this. Right, because I've known him since I was 6 weeks old, and he's treated me like his own son.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of weird that you get that with a surgeon, because you see a surgeon, they do the op, right, and that's it. You won't see him again. Right, you just get looked after by a consultant. I'm about to say, right, as like I just said, they've said that it's unlikely that they'll grow and stop the albumin loss, which means I'll probably have to have weekly infusions every week for probably the rest of my life. Driving on the car I've got on mobility, I'll have to give back after 3 years and probably won't get another one.
Yeah. It's difficult. It is, but then this is, it is a matter of life and death.
Yeah, he said if it weren't for the infusions, I'd be dead by now.
And
but then I've been there. I've been down that road before, so it's trying to assess now what I can and cannot do. I'm not going to be able to get back to uni. I'm not going to be able to finish that and do the job I wanted to. And yeah, the midline, like the condition I'm in now, I could be like this 10, 20 years down the line. With no sign of, unless I get enough supply back that they could do surgery or something, but there's not a lot of surgery they can do.
Yeah.
Because it's such an awkward place to put it that is blocked in, that they can't do it with radiology to sort of blast through or open it. Unless they take, unless they take the liver out, replace it. So it's. You think after 26 years, you could probably you'd ask for a little bit more than this. Chris, how are you?
I am good. How are you doing? How both of you doing, by the way?
Connor, you go first.
No, I'm really good. Just tired, but yeah, I'm fine.
It's like I just said. No, is that the state I'm in? I could be like this for ever, and it's trying to process the fact you're probably permanently going to be ill, and not really have the normal life that we've all tried to work so hard for. And I think if it weren't for, to be honest, if it weren't for you guys, weren't for everyone in the chat, if it weren't for this channel, if it weren't for everyone, I'd have no purpose whatsoever. I literally would, and so I wouldn't know what to do with myself. So I've got to say to everyone that's in the chat and everyone that's supported the channel, thanks a million. So.
But what you've got to do now, Stephen, yeah, you might be permanently ill, but you've got to use your story. You've got to use, everything you can to make sure that down the line, whether it's 10, 20 years, this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I was going to be speaking to. I speak to Children's Liver Disease on Monday, and by the way, they are over the moon about everyone donating, and they can't thank enough. And they sent us this letter. Is that thank you for all the efforts we've done, not me, we. Because it's not just myself, it's everyone who's donated. And each week in the UK, 20 children are diagnosed with a liver disease, and your generosity will help us to provide vital information to families and healthcare professionals, host special events where families can meet, share experiences and support each other, give emotional support to young people with liver disease and their families to help them realise that they're not alone. This is why it's been so difficult for them this year, because obviously you can't do that because of the pandemic, right, and everything. So, provide and manage the Hive social platform, which is what I'm trying to get videos done for on this channel. For young people with liver disease aged between 30 to 15 and 16 to 24. enable them to connect and chat on a day-to-day basis so they're not alone again, and contribute to the main part, which is the research that's into the rare and little understood conditions. And this is where now I would say to them, take my story and research whatever you can to try and stop this to happen to anyone else. Like, I'd hate to see someone else down the line having the same problem after going through so much. And what it does show to anyone about the NHS, yes, we all have our minds about the NHS. There's so many ways you can be run better. Know this: if you chase them, you keep going, you keep fighting, they won't give up on you, right? They didn't say on Monday at any point, "Oh, we're just going to throw in the towel now. Bye, right? We ain't going to bother treating you anymore." They said, "Look, we'll just give you once a week infusions, right? And we'll work around it." That's the NHS, and you would not find that anywhere else in the world. So, and I think everyone, to be honest, this year has noticed how great the NHS is. So, yeah, I mean, and trust me, I do have my moans about them at times. But anyway, since this is the Chequered flag show that was supposed to be last night, I will get into the news, and obviously the main story is about Nikita Mazepin's post. I've not actually seen it myself, but I don't know if you've seen it, Chris.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Just quickly explain while I just have a look at it, because I've been so busy with other stuff that I haven't.
So basically, he put a post on social media. I don't know which one it was. I think it was Instagram. But
I can tell already. Yeah, I've seen it.
But
Just found it now.
It was basically like abhorrent behaviour, and it was basically with a woman in the back of the seat, and obviously, he trust her.
Touched her.
Trust her basically.
Touched her,
I think if this was a different thing, if this was something to do with racism, then he would be in trouble, and he'd be off.
No. Don't care if it's only Insta. I don't care if it's only a racist issue, or some other issue, right?
He has a habit.
It is an
well.
issue,
He has
especially
a habit.
since, right? Well, it's not just that, right? F1 this year have come out with a message, right? Their motto this year: "We race." The hashtag "We race as one," right? Now, before everyone jumps the gun and said that it's about the Black Lives Matter thing, they came up with that before the Black Lives Matter, before the death of George Floyd. Obviously, now they use it as a definite sort of promotion and everything. But yeah, and you can't do that when then they're trying to promote equality. Anyway, Prime, how are you?
Yo, yeah, I'm good, thank you. Sorry for that, just mic problem or whatever. But yeah,
No, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. Yeah, I was just gonna. I just said to these three that the current health situation I'm in at the minute. We thought that the collaterals would grow back at some point and fix the issue, but they don't think that could happen anymore. They said it might do, but it could be years down the line. So I could end, or it may not happen at all unless something changes and I get access again that I can do surgery. But that's it, really. I'm stuck having these infusions and just trying to stay stable, which really kills us because I can't really do what I really want to do. So no, it's fine. Honestly, it's just one of those things. It's just I hope now that the £1,000 was raised, right, goes to the fact that we can stop that happening to someone else. You know?
And you're doing
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah, it's obviously it's a tough pill to take, but I was actually thinking this weekend just not doing any streams at all. Right. But nah, it's otherwise if I didn't, I'd go insane anyway, to be honest. Like, it's a bit like how when my father passed away, I didn't stop going to uni because it's worse when I'm at home because you end up thinking about things. So I'd rather just get this channel and keep it going. And like I said to these three earlier, is that everyone that's come on, including yourself, Chris, Connor, everyone that's come on and supported this channel, right, and shown the support to myself as well. Right, if it weren't for that, I wouldn't know what to do with this sort of news. That the fact that this is pretty much all I can do, and so I can't thank enough.
Yeah, no need to like thank us or anything, bro. Like, yeah, I'm always here. I like coming on, so
Yeah, but yeah, like we'll just it's going back to what I was actually we were actually just about to discuss is F1 driver Mazepin over his actions over a video posted on Instagram. He was announced to be a number 2 driver, but however, it's now in jeopardy as he uploaded. I don't get why if you're doing that in a car, right? Why the hell are you? That's not her account. That's his account. Why? You know it's going to cause outrage, right? And in a season where they're trying to, like I just said, they're promoting the We Races One, which now has more meaning because of the Black Lives Matter and Hamilton's Equality Commission that's coming this season as well to make it more equal for everyone from every background to have a chance. And plus, because everyone thought it was about the Black Lives Matter, but if you see their logo around it, it's got the rainbow, which is the thank you for the NHS. So it's them also saying that we're with the NHS because their technology has helped fight the pandemic. So we're all together fighting a pandemic, trying to have some normality in our lives. And when you've got a sport that's trying to head in that direction, I'm sorry, you can't do that, right? And when there's other drivers as well, right? Especially one driver that we keep going on about that should be staying in F1, right? I'm sorry, you can't do that, right? I think Perez is too good for Haas, right? But if it keeps him in a seat for next season, then yeah, it's definitely you definitely can't do that because it's not just him. There are other drivers that are just as fast as him. Callum Illogan, right? There's
Schwartzman,
and you're looking at the Ferrari Academy drivers in F2. They've got loads of them, right? And not just loads of them as in making up the grid. I'm talking about talented. But yeah, this was like the checkered flag. So I don't know if you wanted to like join in, Prime, and learn a bit about F1. Because today is all about the F1, and then tomorrow is Sunday is Arsenal Burnley, and you can banter us all you right when we get absolutely pummeled by Sean Dyche. Do you like the Christmas card?
who,
Fine.
me? Oh,
Did you get yours?
oh sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean,
I'm sorry, I had to.
Arsenal.
I
Well, yeah.
I know, but what's worse? Yeah,
Motorbike.
don't. I get pissed off with people that don't put silencers on them, right? But yeah, I'm sorry. I wrote that card thinking, yeah, it's a bit of a laugh, all right, it's a bit of banter and that. And then, by the way, it weren't from Arsenal Direct, so right, it ain't going to them. And then when I
Don't
sent
worry,
it,
Arsenal.
no, but
Conte will
then
still
when,
find a way to get your money.
yeah, I
Conte will
know.
still
But
get
then
your
when I sent it, we then played Tottenham, and I'm literally sitting there all stream getting bantered all the time. Right? I mean, I don't know, but if Charlotte wants to come back on at any time, she's more than welcome to, because right, that was a real laugh. Right, I enjoyed that a lot, even if it is banter.
Oh, don't worry, she's coming back on after Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Or she might even come back on Boxing Day. Yeah.
Well, look,
I'll try.
even if it's like Burnley or Southampton, any straight football stream I'm doing, or the Hot Off the Press show, by all means. But
What? So literally any game Arsenal lose, is that what you're saying?
well, that'd be 38 games then, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Wait, Chris, why are you laughing? Who do you support?
He's Liverpool.
Premier League champions, mate.
Oh, your first title, that's fine. First Premier League title.
No, he has to say
No,
Premier
banter.
League because he has to say Premier League because like you didn't exist in the
Yeah.
Premier League until that, right?
Yeah, that is very true about
Right.
Chelsea.
But then
That's
if you
why
say
I say
like the rest
our
of it,
history is better than Arsenal's.
what?
So I say our history is better than Arsenal's.
Premier League wise, yeah.
No, yeah, but we were only created in 2003, 2004. So yeah, our history is better than Arsenal.
Look, I'm not going on about this.
This
This is an F1 show, man. Seriously. But what I did is that when I first posted that, and then I posted it, then I watched that embarrassment against Tottenham, and I'm like, now they're like a fucking idiot.
You're lucky you didn't come here for the Spurs game.
What?
You're lucky you didn't get here during that Spurs game.
Oh no! Oh Jesus! Yeah, that's probably why I sent it that late.
But no, I don't want to say this and put it out there in the universe, but Arsenal will probably get a result out of Chelsea. I have a weird feeling.
We'll lose to Burnley. We'll lose to Southampton, but we'll beat Everton and frigging Chelsea.
You're not beating Everton. No,
I
I
don't
think
think we'll beat Everton anyway.
You'll get a draw out of Chelsea. I think.
Nah, I don't see
in some
it.
weird way, I see something like that happening.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like, do you know what's? Look, I looked at some of the stats that we've got already. Right, Balogun is 1 goal off Aubameyang's total goals for the season. Right,
Mm-hmm.
you've got so many other stats that I can throw on there, like the Burnley, and it looks like compared to last season.
Newcastle have scored more goals than you this season.
Well, this stage last season, this stage last season, we have 4 more points. Right, a +1 goal difference, right? And don't forget, everyone keeps saying how shit Emery's defense was, right? So why has he got a goal difference of +1, right?
Because
right.
I mean, how Emery won the Europa League is a bit fraudulent, but he is a good manager.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or well, he's a good
can't
coach.
sit there and say, like, everyone that slugs off Emery says, well, he's won it three times in a row, Europa League. And yes, it's Europa League, but I'm sorry, like, it's not exactly easy to go to European competition and win it 3 times on the spin.
Yeah, not true, but it's just the fact that he's finishing third in this group and getting knocked out every single time.
Yeah, and look what he's doing with Villarreal.
True. That's why I say he's a good coach. I don't think he's a good manager, per se, but he's a good coach.
But in the end, obviously, is that it didn't work. And people to say that also he had, like, backing is that, well, he did want Zaha, he got Pepe. Right?
He didn't. He wanted Maguire, apparently, not Sakhir.
Yeah.
He wanted Party, apparently, not Torreira.
So
The only player that
yeah,
he got was Menduzi. It's funny.
but yeah, I'm not getting into that, and I'll get into that another time. On Sunday, we'll probably have a long discussion about it, or I'll probably bring it up during the Hot Off the Press show.
Is Villarreal in the Europa League?
I don't think Villarreal won it. No, he won it with Seville.
No, are they in the Europa League this season?
Yeah,
Villarreal, yeah.
So Emery coming back to Emirates.
Oh fucking hell, no!
You've got
You know
Emery
it. You know it's gonna happen.
There's
Don't
so
you?
many
You know that'll be.
stories. You've got Emery, you've got Hazard at Real Madrid, Jose Spurs, Ollie at United. So many storylines.
Prime. He's nudging the drawers at the UEFA. Pick Villarreal and Arsenal. Pick Villarreal and Arsenal. Right, let's see how it goes down.
No, I want Arsenal to get to the final. I want you guys to get battered by Spurs in the final. Well, battered by Jose, I should say.
Yeah, but unlike most Arsenal fans, I won't hide.
Oh no! You,
No.
Stephen. Again, you're fine. I don't have a problem with you. It's the other ones.
Yeah, I'm sitting. Yeah, it's just like every time I have a heated debate I have with TD, sorry, not DT. I did ask him that. He said, "Right, we're still good, and everything," because I always try to make sure that we're still good. We just have a difference of opinion. But what I just can't get is you're saying that, that you can't compare how Emery to Arteta and how bad Emery's season was. But all the stats are showing that his state at this stage last season we were better. So, but yeah, we got ads on the stream, and I will bring it back to the F1 now. Anyway, so
finally he's better. He's up. He's awake.
we can see him from the dark.
Wait, ads. You still look. You're a bit dead. Is Fred not playing today?
You're right, mate.
I'm joking.
Oh god, no, that was a good one. No, I've just feeling a little bit low, man. I don't know what's going on with me. I just don't
You're
want
right,
to end
mate.
up in hospital at this time, especially. But yeah, man, I'm blessed. I just not feeling myself 100% recently. But I think I'll power
Hey,
for
if
it,
you
man.
need to talk, I'm always there, on the other side of the phone.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks for the support, man. But
Well,
yeah. Oh god, I'm meant to go on Sarcasm City in a few minutes for just a short chat. So I'll come in here for a few minutes and just talk about F1 or whatever you lot are talking about.
I was trying to talk. Yeah, we're trying to make this an F1 show as much as we can. The first thing I was gonna say is that I've told the guys today and everyone that's watching that we were hoping that the collaterals around my thrombosis would grow around the problem and find the blood path around the problem. So that way it relieves the pressure, so that way it all sort of fixes itself. They don't think that can do that in a long time. That could be, I could be like this in 20 years' time and still waiting. And it may not even happen at all. And in terms of surgery, even if they got access back, they don't know if there's not much they can do. But they said all they can do is keep us the way I am at the moment, which is the once a week infusions, but not driving, not finishing uni, not just needing sort of being independent with carers and for pretty much ages. Unless a miracle happens.
Man. Sorry.
Yeah,
that
well,
sucks, bro. I'm sorry, but
it happens. You can't exactly.
I completely what you're saying. It's just this the world today. The problem with the world today is it's always going to revolve around negativity, even when people tell you to be positive, and that's something I've noticed. It's just that's why I tell people you shouldn't be positive all the time because it's always going to get cluttered. It's always going to get cluttered. And the thing is, I'm so lucky for my life. I'm not in the same position as you. I'll tell you that now because I don't know where I would be. Because I'm only lucky that there is slight inflammation in my liver, and I'm lucky I actually don't have to go through what you have to go through every week, which seems like a lot of hard work every single week. So you don't really get a
Do you
break,
mind
bro.
what that? Do you mind
But
me saying what that is exactly
I don't.
with the
The thing
liver?
is, I don't know because right. All I know is because they still don't know what it is. They still don't know what it is. All I know
Mm.
is there is inflammation in my liver, and I'm on prednisolone tablets to get rid
Yeah,
to
I'm on
steady it
that.
because I can't get rid of it. I'm stuck with it
Mm.
forever, and it doesn't affect. It does affect me obviously mentally, but when I say that, I'm not saying, oh yeah, I'm always going to be in pain here, or I'm going to be in pain there, or I need to call my mum if I'm in pain. No, the problem with me is my arthritis. That's the hardest thing I have to deal with because I can't play sports. I can't do
Yeah,
dance like I used to
yeah.
do. I had to give up, and
Mm.
I thank my lucky. Listen, I thank my lucky stars that I was even part of a it got, obviously, like Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller routine. I was dancing in front of hundreds of people at Covent Garden, and obviously it hit news as well. This was, I think it was 2017, late 2017. Obviously, this is when I have literally just got out of hospital, or even before then. I don't even know. It's just such a weird few years for people, and I think it's definitely before I went in because I was able to move my legs fine. I didn't feel any pain at all. This was, oh no, I'm wrong. It was 2016, and this was before I got ill. This is literally just before Christmas. This is literally as soon as I've hit secondary school. It was it was me and quite a few people, like me and other 50 zombies just dancing. And obviously, we had one of the actual dancers with Michael Jackson actually give us a countdown through a phone. And then obviously, some of the crew actually put in for a speaker so we could hear her. And yeah, YouTube videos up, everything. I'm there. You can see me. I get a close up as well. And yeah, man, I'm just lucky that I never felt ill
Mm.
before because I would never have done that, and my mum would have been distraught like she is already because that was my future, man. I was gonna dance
That's
forever.
the thing.
No,
I
that's
mean,
my dream.
5 years. I was born 5 years, about 5 or 6 years after they started doing liver disease on children.
Yeah,
So if I was
it's
only
just
5 years or so before, I wouldn't be here now. So
yeah,
there are certain things that you get lucky with, and then but there are a lot of, in terms of weighing it up, it's just they just say it's just unheard of. It's just so unlucky.
yeah,
Um, and they don't know. This is why I want the £1,000 that we've raised. Uh, and actually, what I do is I'll read it again. Is the letter they sent? Because they sent a letter saying thank you.
yeah,
And it said to provide information to families and healthcare professionals, host special events to give experiences and support to families, which they can't do, as well as emotional support for young people with liver disease and their families,
yeah,
right? And so they're not alone, but they can't do that because of the pandemic at the minute. But provide the Hive network, which I'm going to be doing short videos next year. Next year, I'm going to be doing short videos on this
yeah,
channel that'll be linked to the Hive network. So the Hive network kids with liver disease can look at those videos and get a better sort of tips and
mm,
tricks and sort of how to manage their condition better. And yeah, that and the main one is research. And I said we need to research, especially if someone keeps getting thrombosis. We need to research why that's happening.
yeah,
We
yeah,
need to
man.
stop it.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and like I said, us three, obviously we know because we're regulars on the channel. We know what you go for every week, and we talk to you off stream, on stream, doesn't matter. And for you to still do match previews, match reviews, watch alongs, all this, it's amazing, bro. To be honest with you, I don't know where most people would be if they were in your situation because I assure you now, people my age, they would not know what to do with themselves. Like half the people I go to school
Mm.
with, they're brain dead. They don't know what they're doing, nothing.
Do you
And
know
this is,
what? It's what winds me up about
yeah,
what winds me up about the school children in a minute. I get the fact that they've had to do a lot of stuff online and take
yeah,
time off, but then during all the problems I've had, I literally had When I finally got myself better, on my GCSE Maths and English, I had 4 hours, 5 hours in one day of a week to have the tutor around. That's all I could do at the time whilst I recovered, right? Not like, and we didn't really sort of have any sort of online stuff from teachers in the school. So, and we're working on a grading system that was less strict than it was when I took it. So when we finally did get it, my maths, instead of being the A student I was, it was a C, right? But it was enough to get into college, and I had to do functional skills and then do my GCSE English at college, right? And what winds me up about these, winds me up the most, is that they go, "Oh, well, yeah, well, we need our assessments because we've missed only 3 weeks." That's 3 weeks, mate. It's 3 weeks, right? I've had one time I've spent 9 months at my year six where they do SATs to sort of see where you are in terms of secondary school, so they put you in the right groups. I got all fours in my SATs, yet I missed half a year due to having a transplant. And then even then, I could only do half a day, half a day, half a day. Until then, I could do a full day once. So I'm like, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. There's no reason these kids can't do their exams at the end of the year. I don't see it.
Yeah, that's the only time I say be positive when you can actually do something. Because the people today, like I said, you're positive most of the time. You're positive for unrealistic circumstances or outcomes, or whatever you want to say. I'd say that now, but with what you've just told me, you were positive and you wanted to do it because you're capable of doing it. So realistically, that's why I egg people on to be as positive as possible. But
Don't get me wrong. Everyone, I have my bad days, right? I
yeah,
mean, yesterday, obviously, I felt really low and really down, and I didn't want to do this weekend, to be honest, in terms of the channel and that. But in the end, I'm like, no, if it's the only thing I can do at the minute, then by all means, I want to do it. So, and there should be no reason why I can't. And
yeah,
um, but yeah. Anyway, anyway, back to sort of like the F1 sort of stories. We've had Mazepin sort of post on Instagram, and I think he should be dropped. I'm sorry,
it's a
right?
disgrace.
He should be dropped if they're trying to promote equality throughout the sport. You can't have people like that on the grid.
What happened?
He posted a video of him groping a young woman in the back of a car.
Yeah.
And if your like whole mission in the sport is to be more equal and have diversity, you can't do that. You can't have a
Yeah,
driver driving in Haas that's done that. So I could feel if he doesn't drop, I would not get it. What I would not get why I wouldn't get it. But maybe that's just me pleading so that Perez can stay in F1 for next season. But right, and it's with Perez as well. Everyone's still saying Red Bull, just sign him, just do it. You got no one else there until Bobby Sonoda comes into F1, right?
yeah,
So, but they're so hell bent on their academy
mm.
that I doubt they'll do that.
The thing is, I'll say this right now though.
And then to be fair, I'll just say as well, right? When he was
Yeah,
dropped by Racing Point, and when they got the other story about his teammate, right? And obviously because of that, he's going to be in the seat. Why would you pick Vettel though? Why would you pick Vettel? Like Leclerc has managed to keep that team in a top three fight, right, for the third spot in
yeah,
the championship, right, until the last race, until it was impossible, right? But Vettel has done nothing. He's been knocked out in Q1 many times, same as Q2. Right, he doesn't perform well on circuit.
yeah,
Right, I honestly think Perez has done right in sort of say the similar pace car the better job.
absolutely. I agree. Obviously, I don't follow it too hard, but I do know. So I watch replays because I used to watch them live when I was younger, and it's always been an interesting sport for me. But all I'm gonna say is you can't argue Lewis Hamilton is like the most matured person like in the on the racing track and off the racing track. Like this guy is still posting on Twitter, thanking his fans, even though he had to miss an important an important chance to win something. I feel like he's a well composed role model. Vettel, in my opinion, he's a nice guy, but I just don't know why people rate him so highly. Like, what has he done to deserve his rating? I don't get
Or
what he's done.
championship.
I know, right? Don't get me wrong. He's a good racer.
Well,
I wouldn't put it against him.
then before we say that, right? Before we get into this whole about Red Bull, with his time at Red Bull, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Don't right. Everyone's got to have a good car to win a championship, right?
absolutely.
And in 2010, he didn't lead that championship until the most important, which was after the last race, right? So, and 2012, they had to fight against a McLaren that was the better car, and yes, they had reliability problems and their own problems in the terms of the team that they should have won it. But he had to battle all the way to the end to get his third title,
Absolutely.
right? So he's a talented driver, and a lot of people don't give him the credit he deserves, right? I mean, he's the one who's won the most amount of races on the spin.
Yeah, absolutely.
So before
Hamilton?
2014, no, Vettel. He won nine
another
on the
fraud.
spin. He won 9 wins. So yeah,
Is he another fraud? Yeah.
nah.
Do you not remember Ricardo?
Oh yeah.
He used to be one of my favorites, and he was actually so underrated.
Still, this is the thing. A lot of people don't put him on the level of Verstappen, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Hang on, right? Before he left Red Bull, whose stats were better?
I don't even
Right?
need to speak. I don't need to
I mean,
speak.
seriously, China, Verstappen should have won that, but
Yeah,
because he's Mr. Know-it-all, right, and like just feels can do anyone at any point.
yeah.
He made the mistakes, and Red Bull and Ricardo didn't.
I hear you.
Ricardo's best on the brakes in terms of overtaking someone than Verstappen, in my opinion.
I hear that. But for me, Ricardo's one of those racers who don't get mentioned once their career's done, and it's sad because he was in my opinion, he was one of the best in this century. That's an unpopular opinion, but to be honest with you, he used to make ties with Hamilton sometimes. He used to make ties with him in these. I think it was Spanish Grand Prix a few years ago when he was actually in the game still. I think him and Hamilton, their stats are pretty much the same, and it hit news. It hit news on all the Google articles, so the Sun, Metro. It hit all of them, and now it's not even mentioned. It reminds me of Ramirez from Chelsea. Where's the mentioning? Like, where's the legacy?
It's like in any sport. It's like in any sport. There's always those ones that go unmentioned.
Absolutely.
Right?
I agree.
Don't get the credit they deserve.
Yeah, I agree, man. I just Ricardo's Australian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Australian.
Oh,
but
God.
yeah, it's a shame, really. Obviously, we got this last Grand Prix, and now Hamilton's back racing. I don't, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't win the race, right? Because you don't know what sort of state he could be in after having COVID, right? Because even the most fittest people can have after effects afterwards. So,
especially.
but he looks just as fast. I mean, everyone keeps. I mean, I saw over Insta because like Verstappen got like fastest in practice, and in about 2 of the practice sessions, and I'm like, why does everyone like go jumping for joy when he does that? It's practice. It's a practice session, for God's sake. Everyone's doing different programs. One could be doing be full of fuel on soft tires, and one could be doing his qualifying lap. So they don't correlate, because when he's done that before, when it comes to qualifying, He's nowhere near the Mercedes.
Exactly. Oh god. But wait, let's talk. I
And
want
like
to talk.
I said, by the way, before you carry on, right? Peter Raymond, right? You've even got today's show
Yeah, good
and
point.
qualifying,
Good point.
right?
Where's he at?
Come on,
Where's he at?
you said you're coming on, man.
You are scared of me.
Yeah, he's scared of me, mate. Like he knows I'll roast him about Hamilton in 5 seconds.
All he talks about is some crap about my background. Like, what is this? There's nothing wrong with this.
What team does he
It just-
support? What team does he
What?
support?
I think it's
What team does he
Ferrari.
support?
He keeps going on about he keeps going about Leclerc, Mick Schumacher is going to roast him, and I'm like, well, hang on,
Ferraris.
Mick Schumacher's only just won the F2 Championship, right? And if you've not heard Nick's season, he's only in the Haas, right? He's only in the I think it's the Haas team, innit? He's in the Haas team, innit? He's in the Haas team, so he's not even made it. He's not even made it to Ferrari yet.
And what footballing team does he support?
I think he's a
I don't
Tottenham
know.
fan, actually.
I don't.
He's a
No,
Tottenham fan.
that's
No wonder
someone
they're
else.
fan.
All right, all I'm
that's
gonna say
someone
to you is, yeah. Let's actually talk about football. Arsenal playing today.
No, we're
No,
playing
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh, why do you guys always play on Sunday? Like, why this? I think
Because
it's
everyone look, because everyone knows they're going back to work on Monday, right? So we play
Yeah.
Sunday evening to cheer everyone up and have a laugh.
yeah,
Right.
just a fucking
Right, comedy hour for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
comedy hour with extra time.
well, I'll say this right now.
No, Stephen, it's more like comedy week for Arsenal.
You guys should be scared. You guys should be scared that you lot conceded 2 goals in the Europa League to a team like that as well.
Look, I've said this already. Our defense is apparently so much better than it was last season, right? So why is it at this stage last
fuck
season?
off.
No, hang on. This is what they've said, right? So how is it if he's improved our defense that much? We've got a minus goal difference of 4, right? And last season we had a goal difference of +1, and we're in 5th with 4 more points, or 5 more points, or so. 4 more points actually. Sorry, 4.
But I'll say this
worked
right
that
now.
one out.
I'll say this, though, yeah. You lot, you listen. I'll say this right now. Fucking.
But then he'll jump on a gun. But he'll jump on a gun and go like. So he would jump on a gun and go, well, that's because Aubameyang was scoring. Well,
Yeah,
why are we all relying on Aubameyang then?
Yeah, but DT's an AKB, and he used to be against that when Ginger Chris was on AFTV. He used to be against AKBs, and now he's an AKB.
Now
Yeah.
DT's an AKB.
No, generally, I'm not just saying this because everyone asks this question, but where the fuck is Ginger Chris? Where is he? I wish he was back.
He was for charity. They said if someone raises so much thousands of pounds for charity, he will stop coming on AFTV. That's what was. I remember it. Right, I remember it, and they actually because DT was joking and to the camera, yeah, come on, let's get him out, and they raised the money actually. To be fair, so he stuck to his word and he's come off the channel since then. He's still around, probably messaging on Twitter or something. Ads.
Moon.
If Ty, DT, Lee go off the channel, them 3, then there's no point in keeping the channel alive. Them 3 are the. I'll tell you this right now.
Hold of Robbie to try and do a link up or something.
Someone whose fucking attitude stinks is fucking Pippa. Like, who does she think she is? Pippa. Like, who does she think she is? Big up to her for being a female influencer, but her attitude stinks. Like, for real. I'll tell you this now. Yeah. DT's sitting there talking to Lee and Ty, and she's like, "Oh yeah, don't ignore me, don't air me, don't ignore me, don't air me, all this crap. Listen to me, yeah. Don't think you can sit in front of fucking tiny judges. Like, you're not an OG like them. Don't act up, man."
Yeah, Chris.
Whoa.
I think that's a bit out of line, to be honest with you. Don't disrespect OGs, man. Nah.
What? What's your Twitter?
What's your Twitter, Chris? Oh, Primos. I think he's typing it in.
I think he might do. He might I've got him on Messenger on Facebook.
Or I guess you could just say it.
I know.
I think I have Chris on Twitter. I think he's at Chris Welch.
If you know it offhand, or
No.
again,
Right.
Chris, this is
what will
mine.
happen this show.
This is mine. You can follow me, and then I'll follow you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is, because I've got 5 minutes until the qualifying stream starts. So, yeah, if everyone wants to tune into that, we're about to start the qualifying stream in about 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
make sure you're on for that. Thanks, Brian, for coming on.
Shit.
Yeah, ads, if you want to join, if anyone wants to join, then more
I
than
think
welcome
we'll
to.
be here. I think all three of us will be here again. So.
Yeah,
Chris
so,
Welch 96. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have you added. I think. Oh God.
well, you got my mine's there. I think.
Yeah, don't need Steve for now.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't. Was it? Edit name. I'll switch it round. Yeah, there's mine there. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah, man, big up.
And like I said, everyone, about to start the stream in about 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side. All right.
See you then, mate.